A lot of them
Nice.
are historical, a lot of them Harlequin.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody. Happy Saturday. I am all over the place. I just now made the link. Between Kevin just getting home and then my cousin flew in from Illinois on Wednesday, we have been busy, very busy doing things. And then today I'm having everybody over for what was supposed to be a barbecue, but tropical storm. I don't know if it has a name. Anyways, it'll be not a barbecue, but a get together nonetheless. Happy Saturday to everybody. So exciting to see everyone. It's been a while since I didn't do sprints on Monday or Wednesday. That's ooh, seems bizarre. Anita's here. Hi Anita. It's good to see you. We'll talk about the scavenger hunt right after the first sprint, which we'll do at quarter after, but they'll probably be shorter because I know I have to wrap up earlier
Yeah.
than usual.
I
Just
figured we'd probably do the short ones like we were before, like the 20-minute ones or
yeah,
something.
yeah, because I probably will only have time to do a couple just with having people over. So Anita, what are you going to be reading today? Hey Stephanie, it's good to see you. Cornflower says, "Hi all, I'm finishing Murphy's Law today, book 3 of the Elizabeth Logan Alaskan Diner series. I really like that series. Oh, Stephanie does too. Twinsy, of course. Hey Nadine, I'll be reading Yarn to Go by Betty Heckman, Yarn Retreat, Mystery number 1. We read that for um we were doing these things called knockout rounds where we would put like 2 of the same theme up against each other, and then we'd pick a winner and then it would go on to the next round and battle a different series. It was kind of like a March Madness sort of thing. It was fun. um
I've
some,
read I've read that whole series.
some of you are bad influences on me, huh? I have several books started and here I am starting something new. uh, d-
I don't know who does that kind of stuff. I don't
I mean, me too. I hope there will be more in the sort series. Yeah, the Alaskan Diner. I hope there is too. I love series that take place in Alaska. Um, I wish you could see Cairo. Cairo is mad because he's sitting inside, but it's torrentially raining. He's
I
hi
can't
everyone.
wait for her to read Bear Witness. I think it is. It's that one in
Yeah,
Alaska that
I
I
am
need.
gonna read it. I am gonna read it. I'm excited about it. Cajun said, "Hi everyone, reading Batter Off Dead, a country store book 10." Yes, Maddie Day, love her. Hi, gamer. It's good to see you. Hey, Taylin. It's good to see ya. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Crafted Killing by Lauren Bartlett, number 1 in the Victoria Square. Well, she goes by like 3 different names, but they're very all like plays on this same name.
Yeah.
The same name. And I'm like, okay, that's too much. Like, if you're going to have like 3 names, they need to be different.
I've read a couple or listened to a couple books in that series, but it's been like years ago. And I remember thinking that it was okay, but I can't remember anything about it except for the Artisan Alley thing that isn't. That's about it.
I'm reading Dead of Spring by Smith Wild. Nice. Susan G said, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Live and Drop Dead by Amanda Flower. We're 6 in the series. Yay!" Cav said, "Hello, hello, Cav. I'm starting a sprinkle in time. My Dana Mintic just brought it home from the library. So excited. Is that the first one? That's the Shake Shop, right?"
I don't have a clue.
Hold on. My
I've
aunt.
seen that name a lot, but I don't know who it is.
Um, Tiffany, when you pin on Twitter, what is that? What does it mean? Um, so it stays that when you pin a message, that message stays on your profile
Like
until
at the
you
top,
change it.
right? It's like
What?
at the top. It's at the top, so everybody
Yeah,
sees
and it stays as your like first message until you change it. It no matter, Sophia's here. Hi, Sophia. Reading
reading
Mexican
Mexican.
Gothic. It's so good to see you.
Mexican Gothic. That doesn't sound like a Sophia book.
It doesn't sound like a Sophia book. That's interesting. Are you enjoying it, Sophia? Um, Kathy said, "Hello, I'm reading A Likely Story by Jim McKinley, part of the Library Lovers series. Nice. I just finished A Likely Story. Like, we are on the same number in that series. I just finished it, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. Some day last week. I need to start a Cozy EE arc, but I haven't decided which one, so I'm so behind. We would like to vote, Stephanie.
Yes.
So,
Or let us know.
please give us some choices. Sprinkle into is number 2. Okay. She must have liked the first ones because she was really excited about it. They have the cutest covers, and I think a Shake Shop is really fun. Why would you do that? You mean pin it? Because otherwise sometimes it gets lost in like the message. Like if you put up a new video and you're not going to put up a new video for like another week, maybe you want that message to stay up there with the link to that video.
I was gonna say it's good for announcements. Like if you're doing something like a readathon, you want people to be able to see it.
And it'll stay up there no matter what, so that it doesn't get lost in the other messages. I'm in a YA mystery phase. I just finished the Agathas. Nice. Cool. There was one of the places that one of the bookstores did something called like a Y'all Fest, and it was spelled it's spelled like y'all, but it was YA was capital. And it's some YA festival that they do at this bookstore that's apparently a big thing every year in November.
Taylin, have you read the Truly Devious series? I know somebody in here has, and I wasn't sure if it was you, but if you haven't, you would probably like that one. It's by Maureen Johnson, I think.
I feel like no. Oh, Stephanie says yes. That's I'm not saying I'm glad that you liked it. I've never read it. I think
it's a gothic horror type book. So yeah,
it is so confusing as Lorraine Bart. Yes, she writes Victoria Square and Lotus Bay, and she writes the Booktown as Lorna Barrett. And I think she writes under yes.
She writes under another name, and it's like suspense books. I think
it's 3, and they're all really close. Like if you're gonna have different names, Amber, Donna, and Sophia. There you go. They don't get mixed up. Yeah. Don't be. Don't be.
And I'm guessing maybe it's easier for her to keep track of, but I think I would confuse myself with those close names. I'd call myself the wrong name when I'm talking about a book.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, second book in the Shake Shop. Nice. And Sophia said, yeah, she liked it. It's really good. I DNF 3 arcs yesterday, so I'm reading my library books while I wait for my new arc. You're so funny. That's funny. Well,
she's been
really like something, DNF it. I'm with you, Sophia.
Sophia,
I don't DNF very often, but I'm with you.
Did you DNF the one with the claw on the front? It didn't look like a Sophia book either. And I know she said, like, I think her son was getting scared of the cover.
Oh, well, that sounds like a scary cover. I agree with him. Gotcha. No problem. Taylin said, yes, I love that series. Okay. The Proof is in the Poison, Claws of Death, the Tuesday Night Survivors Club. The Proof is in the Poison. See how fast? No kidding.
The Tuesday Night Survivors Club, I'm like really curious about because it's Lynn Cahoon's newest book.
Yeah. So, I will read it eventually. I'm just afraid it's going to be sad. And I don't want to read it.
I have the e-arc of that one, and I need to get to that one, but I haven't yet.
I binged it, and it was so good. I think about it often. I think she's talking about Truly Devious.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think of some young adult mysteries. Do you like the thrillers or just the mysteries? Because Diane Urban has a couple of kind of mystery thrillers that weren't too bad.
Nice. So we'll start our first sprint in 1 minute. Yeah, see, they're different. Amber, Donna, Sophia, you're not going to get those mixed up. Just saying. Yes, it was just too much. The claw. Yeah. Stephanie, I ordered The Proof is in the Poison. It should be here today. I want to read that. Thanks.
Who does that one? The Proof is in the Poison.
I don't remember, but I remember talking about it and thinking it sounded good. And just this, like, within the last couple of weeks, because it was a new book coming out. I was like, that one sounds really good.
I have got to finish Bayou Book Thief, so that's what I'm reading.
My son loved the claw on the cover. It was all kitties in the library.
Oh, okay.
That sounds really scary.
I know some kid was scared of it.
Yeah, well, What are you reading today? Well, you just said you were going to finish that. Is that
Yeah,
what
and if
you're
I
doing?
finish that within our sprints, then I'm going to be working on Murder at the Irish Churchyard. It's the buddy
Nice.
read that we were doing. So
Awesome. I have about 5 minutes left in a romance called The Friend Zone. It's the second book in the, I don't know what the series is called, but it's a football series by Kristen Callahan. I'm really liking it. The first one was really good. This one was pretty good. And then I'm also, for cozies, I'm reading Killer Cruise. But I only have about maybe 5 minutes left in the romance, and then I'll be starting a new one. I've been all over the romance books.
I thought about you today while I was at church. It was kind of funny because we have a group of bikers that go to our church, and they're like nothing that looks like the covers of your books that have bikers. I thought about that when I seen them all come in and sit
Oh,
down at their table over there, and you got all of these guys with these big bushy beards.
oh my God, though. You do know that I love the big long beards, though, right?
Yeah, but it was
On
just I
men.
was like, don't look like any of the covers I've seen on your books.
I
They do
do
have some tattoos
do
on, but you know,
I do love the
yeah, they're very woolly, scruffy, and everything.
all right, everyone. So we'll read to 40. Is that good?
Fine.
If Jane comes in, Jane, that's about a half an hour if you're here or come in. Um, and then we'll start talking about our scavenger hunt picks. All right, everyone. Happy reading. How was everybody's sprints?
Good. I'm at 91%, so I almost tackled it.
Awesome. I'm at 99%. It says I have 1 minute and 27 seconds left. So, and it was really good. It was really good. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I don't remember about the book, but hello, Sarah. I do remember.
Hello. Sorry, I only just saw your email.
That's because I only just sent it 2 minutes before the live because I forgot to do it. I forgot to make it. I like went in to like get on and I was like,
There's nothing here.
There's no broadcast. Crap. So I sent everybody's because I hadn't even made the yeah. Oops. So, what are you reading today, Sarah?
I'm trying to finish off a thriller. Her Dark Lies by J.T. Ellison on audio.
Are you liking
it's
it?
Good. It's one of those kind of closed door mysteries. They're all on this island in the Mediterranean and something is afoot. So,
I like closed like room.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like everybody's on this island, right?
Yeah,
so
I like that. Mm-hmm. There was a book of Malice that's coming out that was like an island too, and it was the same concept. Like the murderer had to be on the island. They're all segregated, but they're doing a reality game of finishing a book of some author that like was really famous that passed away. And so somebody's like picking off the contestants of writing this book. It sounded really good, but it definitely didn't sound cozy, and I don't know if it would scare me or not.
Well, this one is not like they're getting married, and he was married 10 years before, and his wife mysteriously died. She fell off a boat. And then when they show up on the island for the wedding, they have a dead body, like the bones, and it turns out it's the wife, the first wife. Like, so yeah, so creepy.
That is creepy. Do Storm or Sarah, do you guys one of you guys want to do the scavenger hunt good read? Reading the premises of the books for the scavenger hunt picks?
If you've got it up, Storm. If not, I can do it.
It don't matter if you want to do it. I'm never very good at reading things. Oh.
I can't make any promises, but I will do it.
Okay.
We can take turns.
You can take turns, yeah.
You've always done brilliant, Sarah. You've done brilliant.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
So people were saying, Anita said she got to 13%. Nice. I made 4% of the proof is on the poison. My fur children were demanding attention. Of course. Hey, Tina. Hello, joined during this sprint. And I'm reading Guarded Desires by Anna Stone. Nice. Sounds like a romance. Just saying. Green Stick says, hello. Finished chapter 18 of the Count of Monte Cristo. I'm loving this book. Awesome.
Wow. That's a commitment.
77% to Better Off Dead. I'm glad you're loving Monte Cristo. So good. I dusted off an oldie for my SAS list for my B&B scavenger hunt book. I read Wed and Buried by Mary Dahlheim. Bed and Breakfast series number 12. I used to read this series as the books came out decades ago. I also used to read it. I don't know about as it came out, but I used to read it. And then I just kind of got away from it. She was the author that I think fairly recently passed away that I was saying a different name for. So. And I was like, crap, I think I just started a rumor that such and such died because I was saying the wrong name. But I believe it was her.
I also like dusted off an oldie for me too because it wasn't technically on my SAS list, but I do need to finish the series up.
Gotcha. So the Bed and Breakfast series by Mary Dahlheim. I can't remember the main characters. I'll let Sarah. Normally I try to sum it up, but I don't remember.
Which one is it? Sorry.
The Bed and Breakfast series by Mary Dahlheim.
Oh, that okay. Wed and Buried. Come on. Sorry, my Goodreads is a little slow right now.
No problem.
Just Desserts is the first book. And when the garishly grotesque clan of wealthy carpet sweeper magnate Otto Brody sweeps down upon Judith McMongle's Hillside Manor Inn, it looks like there'll be a wild night of drinking, dining, and fortune telling. When the Madame drops dead. So who are the characters here? So Judith is one of the hostesses. Is that what you're thinking? Judith and Renee?
Yes. Yep.
Renie are left to clean up the mess. Yeah.
Renee is the cousin.
Okay.
Now that you said the names, I remember because there's another series that's a bed and breakfast by Claudia Bishop, and it's two sisters, and it's hard to remember which are which because they're both older series, and I get them mixed up. But yes,
yeah.
I need to get back actually to this series. I did enjoy it, but yeah, they are cousins, and it's been such a long time.
With the help of her one-time beau, policeman Joe Flynn, Judith is determined to rattle the dust off some closeted family skeletons.
Yes. What fun. Did you like it? What did you rate it? Thank you for sharing. So, Storm, you were starting to talk about your book. What did you read?
Oh, I read Murder at the Fortune Teller's Table by Janet Finsilver. I think that's her name. I forgot. It's the Kelly Jackson.
Yeah. I read
series.
the first one in that series.
Yeah.
Janet Finsilver.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Janet
Kelly
Finsilver.
Jackson mystery number 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks like fun.
And I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. It had been like probably several years since I read like the first two, like so I really dusted one off. I was looking through because I kind of have a semi list of cozy series that I have been working on. And so I went through there thinking B&B, do I have a B&B? Do I have a B&B? And then I was like, oh yeah, this one. And so yeah, it was pretty good. It's the Red Cove B&B bed and breakfast, and this one had a family that wasn't very nice. There was a lady who she got the fortune teller said something that wasn't good, so she wanted to gather these people that she knew from long ago because she had a secret to tell. And then that person that had the secret to tell plus somebody else both die at the same time, and it's the fortune teller and the lady, and so they got to figure out what happened and everything. And there was quite a few suspects. I mean, it was really hard. I didn't figure out who it was. It was like they all could have done it.
If I'm remembering the right series, there's a group of seniors in that series too.
Yeah, the Silver Sentinels.
I was gonna say because the Silver Six, I knew it was something like that. Yeah, there's a yep.
The first book, in case anyone is curious, Murder at Redwood Cove, is available on Kindle Unlimited.
Cool.
Yeah, so the main character takes over an inn, like managing an inn, and that's where the first book starts because the old manager was murdered. So the actual starts, she's filling in, but she's also trying to figure out the murder of the manager that she's taken the place of.
And basically. I'm having a hard time figuring out if she has a guy she's interested in or not, because there's this one guy, but then I'm not sure. So I'm like, I don't remember from the last ones. And then there's this one, and I'm like, I don't know if they're... So she might not even have a bow in the one. So I don't know.
That would be amazing.
That would be rare, and it would be actually kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, I would love that. Meg said her scavenger hunt pick was Body on the Bayou by Ellen Byron, number 2 in the Cajun Country. I gave it 4.5 stars. I loved it. I just read it recently too, but it was not my scavenger hunt pick. But I think I gave it 5 stars. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I've not read this one. Phantom Shutters is the first book.
That's one of my favorite cozy mystery series. It's finished, and I finished it, and it's so sad.
Oh, really?
But it was one of those like your favorite one with the the fish one or whatever it is.
The Brie Baker.
Oh, cleaning the fish. Yeah.
Like she knew it was going to end, so she got to end it how she wanted to end it. So.
Fair enough. Ooh,
This one's really fun. It takes place in not in New Orleans, but
There's
in
a Bridezilla.
in Cajun country.
Yeah.
Pelican.
Secret suspects in Southern hospitality abound at Maggie Crozart's Louisiana B&B and the first installment of the Cajun Country Cozy Mystery Series. Say that 3 times fast. Oh, she returns home to her family's plantation. Okay, that's like a trope of mine that I love in romance. You know?
Yeah, and they've turned the plantations into a B&B, and one, I think, a family kind of adjacent or whatever. She's the docent, I think that's how you say it, of another plantation.
Okay.
They have it made as a museum and things like that.
Okay.
It's a fun series.
Yeah. And Gopher, the dog on the cover, he's so cute. I just love the name Gopher. It's a dog.
That's awesome, Mel. I just read that too. I really enjoyed it.
Yay.
Cajun said scavenger hunt pick was Hunt for Hemingway, Florida Keys, Bed and Breakfast, mystery book number 4. I gave it 3 stars. I read the first one in this series. It was a blind date pick from Lee for me. And I gave the first one 3 stars. So I definitely want to read the second one, but this one, I like the name, The Hunt for Hemingway.
I'm not sure if it has a trope that you would like. It says right off the bat, a treasure map can spark the imagination and lead to a great adventure.
and dead. Yeah. So Murder Mystery Book Club is the first book in the series.
Yep.
I know really sometimes cute. You don't like those treasury hunt.
I don't.
Things.
I mean, there's times where, you know, if it's really done well, like I think I had read like 3 last month, and the one that was the Christmas River one, I was really engaged in that one, but I don't know what was different about it, but overall, that is not generally a plot that I like.
Eva Stewart runs a charming B&B in the Florida Keys with her talkative parrot. Already I'm sold. One of her favorite things to do is read murder mystery novels. She even has a murder mystery book club. When a dead body is found near the bed and breakfast, Eva has a real murder mystery on her hands. Can she help solve the mystery even if it implicates one of her esteemed guests? I love a talkative parrot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I love that.
I gave the first one 3 stars. It was a good read. I need to try the next one.
It's a Kindle Unlimited series, it looks like.
Yep. Tina said, oh, the book that I said sounded like romance. She said, yes, it's a female bodyguard romance. Sounds awesome.
Really?
I like the bodyguard romance trope. You don't get them very often. I mean, they're not like popular. It's not like a cowboy romance where you could find, it's nothing like that, but I kind of like it.
But then I find they're more prevalent in the darker romance genre.
I agree.
It's not necessarily a lighter.
You would think that would be good for intrigue. The bodyguard.
Great for, and the intrigue used to do it all day long. They haven't done it in a while.
I was gonna say that just seems like it would be like such.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's like made for intrigue.
That's awesome, Tina. Let us know if you're enjoying it. Scorpio said, hey everyone. Hey, Scorpio said, I'm starting Killer Cupcakes by Leanne Dobbs.
Nice.
I read Dead Summer Nights by Vicky Delaney. I did not like. I DNF'd to chapter 6. It was one complaint about after another. I prefer Fun Cozies will not continue the series. I'm so sad.
Okay, now I need to look this up.
I think it's because it's the historical cozies, and a lot of the historical cozies aren't.
Oh, is that the Catskill one?
Yes, it's like
it's the 1950s.
It's like Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, it says an immersive setting with details of running a Catskill resort in the 1950s. Think Kellerman's and Dirty Dancing. Beautifully frame a story with plot twist and a cast of delineated characters or whatever. And it says it's historical fiction. Some people have it. Some people say a historical mystery, and it says cozy, but I'm just thinking it's probably not going to be quite as cozy as we're used to. And that's the one we're buddy reading, ain't it?
Yes.
I was gonna say, when is that happening? Because I'm excited.
Next month.
Yay!
Next month.
Because we're buddy reading that one next month, and then the second one I think comes out in August, so we were going to buddy read the second.
Maybe we'll be running buddy read the second one if we like. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, that is
I'm
disappointing.
really, really excited about it. So I'm hoping that that I do like it, but I prefer fun cozies too. So I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Because I've read
like different things.
A lot of the historical cozies that I've read really have a darker lean to them. It's like the Gaslight Mystery series. I love that series, but it's definitely darker in tone because it's historical. So a lot of the stuff that happened back there was a lot darker. So it's just
Stephanie said, my scavenger hunt pick was Book for Death by Victoria Gilbert. I gave it 3 stars and I'm going to continue the series. So this series, I can't think of the main character's name. I want to say Charlotte, but I don't think that's right. She owns a literary B&B that was left by like an aunt or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she, of course, has literary functions and stuff at the B&B.
I have read it. I gave it 3 stars too.
This is one where, speaking off what Cornflower just said, I felt like the main character in this like hates running a B&B and like complains a lot. And I'm like, dang, if I was at a B&B and this was my hostess, I would not be. I don't know. She was very.
I'm reading my review of it, and literally, I'm like, my biggest issue is that she's running the B&B, which was willed to her, and she isn't much of an innkeeper.
Yeah,
she's severely lacking in customer service skills.
Severely lacking.
Jane's not going to be able to make this one. She's going to be doing some overtime with her work. But she read, I think it's book 2 in that same series, or she started to. Reserved for Murder, I think is what it's called.
Who is this?
Jane. And she DNF'd it, and she didn't like it.
See, I was going to read the second book too, but I couldn't make myself get to it because I mean, the first one was okay, but it wasn't great. But I have it from NetGalley.
Yeah.
Yes, she has it written on the Scavenger Hunt chat and says she reserved for murder, but I DNF'd it.
So I put here, while she may not have been out and out rude to the guests, I felt at times that she was talking to them like they were wasting her time.
I mean, she just acted like she hated running a B&B, and I'm like, if I was a guest, I'd be like, what? Yeah.
While you're still on that one, is Fatal Booking another one in that series?
Yeah.
The third, yes,
it's
a Fatal Booking.
Anita read Fatal Booking and gave it 4 stars. So
that
makes me want to continue. It's like maybe she's getting her group. You know what I mean? Like,
I actually read. Did I read Fatal Booking? I think I read number 2. I think I might have read number 3 now. And I think maybe it settled down a little bit, but to me, that whole series is a 3-star read, which is a good rating. I mean, that's a solid, that's a fine series for me. But I do think she gets better in the sense of I didn't think like, oh my God, into it in the later ones. But I don't think she's still like, Mary Homemaker, like what you would think of for a B&B.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny because there's a lot of different thoughts on that 1 DNF to 3-star and a 4-star with different books in that series. So
Totally.
Oh, and somebody else read the first one in that series too and gave it 3 stars. So that one got a lot of hits.
Goodreads. It has an average of 3.72 on Goodreads.
But okay, have you read her other series? Doesn't she have The Haunted Library? Is that the same author?
I think so.
Not The Haunted Library, but she does a Blue Ridge Library.
Oh,
that's it. Yes.
Haunted Library is Allison Brooke.
Yes, you are
and
correct.
I do think the Blue Ridge Library is a much better series than the B&B.
Because I think I've read a couple from the Blue Ridge one.
Yeah. I definitely like it. I like it better. Thankfully, the Cristo readathon. Okay, so Monte Cristo readathon is 2.5 months long, so I have a good chance of keeping up. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Just started Some Enchanted Eclair by Bailey Gates.
Love Bailey Gates.
I was about to say, I think that's one that Sarah was thinking that. Are you reading it with Victoria? She might be talking about the Monte Cristo. My choice for the Scavenger is Fatal Booking. That's one we just talked about by Victoria Gilbert. My Scavenger is, another one, Book for Death.
That's why I said
Well,
that.
I think that was a big one because of the B&B thing.
Yeah.
It's right in the title.
Slow, but I will try the next in the series.
Very good.
Cav said, I love the Haunted Guest House mystery series. Heron reluctantly solves mysteries with the aid of her ghost guests. Really funny, solid mysteries, and a unique, cozy vibe. I only have 3 more to go.
Ooh.
Who is that by?
Let's find out. Haunted Guest House.
Haunted Guest House. And what's the name of the first
Oh,
one?
this is the E.J. Cooperman? The one that you looked at the cover and said it looked very creepy, I think?
Oh, Night of the Living Deed, right?
Correct. Home repair meets haunted happenings in the first charming, hilarious haunted guest house mystery.
I'm not surprised that it says that Kev said it's really funny because E.J. Copperman is also Jeff Cohen, who was the Toastmaster at Malice, and he was hysterical. Really, really a funny guy.
There's a giant spider on my wall, and it's creeping me the
gosh.
hell out.
So
if I suddenly go off camera for a second, I'm killing a giant spider. Just so you know.
Understandable.
Burn the house down.
Yeah, just give it the bedroom, Sarah. Just give it to her.
Death in the Park.
I've read Death in the Park. I gave it 4 stars, but I don't remember anything about it. And it's the only one in the series I've read.
You reminded me, Sarah. I saw this meme that somebody sent me that it said at the top by itself, it just said something like, why would you just jump out of your car? And the next picture was the car, and there was a snake coming out of one of the vents. It's like, yep, pretty much.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. There would be a wreck happening if there was a snake coming.
I just give it the car. Yep, absolutely.
See, snakes no, but spiders, no. That's my hard line in the sand.
See, I'm okay with the spiders, but snakes, I don't.
I'm with you, Storm. My scavenger hunt pick for B&B was Death in the Park, Firefly Junction #1 by London Lovett. Finished it last night, gave it 4 stars. The main character, is restoring an old inn into a B&B. I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She pretty much gave the gist of it.
What's the first?
That was it.
With her social life and writing career in tatters at a ripe old age of 35, and then she, has to revive this bed and breakfast or whatever. So.
And that was #1 that you read. She read.
What?
The Death in the Park is the first one.
Yeah, and I've read that one. I must have liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I just don't remember anything about it, and I haven't read any more.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people do like London Lovett. So
Rainy from Rainy Day Reads is a huge fan of hers.
Nice. I know that, yeah, she's a pretty popular author. I see her name a lot. Nadine said, I gave What and Buried 3 solid stars. I think it's a series that needs to be read in order unless you know my backstory ongoing. Spoilers, gotcha. Murder at Redwood Cove isn't available on KU in the UK.
Sorry.
Boo. Sorry, Sophia.
Yeah.
Hey, Dramini Forever, right?
That one sounds spooky.
Hi everyone, currently reading Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. Oh boy.
It's a reverse harem.
I'm going to, what's that?
The reverse harem.
Oh, so it's not, okay. I was going somewhere completely different in my head. So at least it's not, okay. I'll take that over Satan. So,
Right.
Anita says, hello. Aw, Tiffany.
Well, I will say 42 people who have read that book marked it as horror. So,
Oh,
so
I know,
maybe
I looked up on
reverse
Goodreads. The
through.
cover's kind of cool looking, but it's not for
Yeah,
me.
the cover was kind of cool.
I'm really excited for the Catskills one. Yeah, me too.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
there
a
you
reminder, there's a buddy read of Deadly Summer Nights in July and Deadly Director's Cut. They're on my buddy read. Just yep.
Okay, I'll have
Yep.
to make sure to make a note of that for July, so I don't forget.
I'm really excited about it, Mel. Or I was until just no kidding. Kidding.
Yeah, we're all like, oh. Except me, I like historical like mysteries and cozy. So
I like historical, so and I did like that Gaslight one that I did read, so I'm looking forward to this one.
The talking parrot Delilah in Tessa Dare's romance, The Wallflower Wager, was the best character. Gave
that's
the
like
book
my
even more
favorite
comic
book
relief.
in that series.
I love Tessa Dare.
I like Tessa Dare too, but I've never
Cannot
read
write a
that
bad book.
series.
Oh, it's so good. And the last, like the next one doesn't come out till like 2024.
I know.
Wait,
I had it on
which
pre-order.
series is it?
For years.
Which series is it?
The Dukes.
Something debutantes. What's it called? Sugar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't read it.
It is such a good Girl Meets Duke.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's the series.
I'm really liking it. I wouldn't consider it a dark romance. It's about a rich woman who has a stalker and hires woman to be her bodyguard. The whole series is very spicy. Nice. Okay. It sounds great. I really like bodyguard romances, so that's awesome. Just finished A Fatal Booking by Victoria Gilbert. Yes, Charlotte is the main. Oh, I did get the name right. Wow. Okay. Yes, I agree with you, Tiffany, about the protagonist. I don't like it. After book 2, I'm going to DNF the series.
That's fair.
I totally with you, Stephanie. Not sure if I like where she is going with the characters. Oh, okay. So yeah, she's talking about the book series too, the Victoria Gilbert. It's called the Mistress series by Anna Stone. Also, there's a polyamorous female romance in the series, 5 stars. Wow. Okay.
Stone.
Cool. Anna Stone. I've never heard of that author. I'll have to look her up. I hope I like it. I have the arc of Fatal Booking.
I hope so too.
I hope you like it too. You know, Tina, I'm thinking about it, and I will probably try the Bodyguard one, but I normally don't like threesome romances only because I've always been, you know, you kind of read what you like or what you know, and I've always been in a, you know, monogamous relationship, so that's kind of, you know, but I might try the female bodyguard. That sounds really good.
The other one I'm reading right now, speaking about a female romance, is the Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. It's a big one. It's all over like Bookstagram and stuff right now. It's so good because it's small town, and I'm just loving the characters. It's so good.
What is it called again?
Delilah Green Doesn't Care.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to look that up too. I think Jane just DNF'd one of Victoria. Yep.
That's what you're talking about, yeah.
I prefer the library series. Yeah, me too. The Blue Ridge Library series. I feel like it's much better. One of my favorite older cozy series by Mary Jane Maffini. Main character is an organizer. We went to 5 books and ended in 2011. Yesterday, I noticed that there's a 6th book that came out 2022. They do that sometimes, Susan. It's crazy.
Well, one of my series that I've read is the Potting Shed. I think it's the Potting Shed series by Marty Wingate. I've been holding off on reading the last book. I don't know why, but it's like it's the last book, you know, it's the last book. And then I like went and just looked it up, and she must have got her rights back, and she published another. I was like, wait, it's like there's another book.
Awesome.
And it's like, oh, now I'm gonna have to, you know, jump in there and get that one because it was Alibi was the publishing company, and they don't no longer exist, I don't think. And so she must have got her rights back to do what she wanted. So
I've had that happen a few times with series. Kairu, come here.
That's why I always check just in case, because you never know. Because that happened like with the Haunted Yarn series or whatever. Like I thought it was over, and then all of a sudden that last one popped up out of nowhere, like several years later, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Like I said, there's been a few series where I've had that happen. I just got a Fatal booking today. I ordered it. It as one of my discounted books with the double day feature selection. Nice. Well, I hope you like it.
I hope so too.
So never too late for an author to continue a series.
No.
Absolutely, Susan G. Good moral. Oh no, you're gonna have to burn the house, Sarah.
The problem is that it's gone behind my TV and I don't know where it is.
Oh no. That's probably worse than just seeing it to me, is not seeing it anymore. Like knowing it was there and then you can't.
Now it's not. It's like, where are you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Green said, Stephanie, yes, Victoria and Janelle Tufano Books is also one of the hosts for Monte Cristo. Nice. As Susan G, I just found out that 2 series that last had a release in 2015 are continuing, but 5 in the Haunted Souvenir Shop by Christy Fifield just came out, and
nice.
Melissa Bourbon. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Mel Mac.
Oh boy, what's she doing?
It's the next comment.
Y'all better be excited with the cast. I was really excited. Did you not hear me? It's Dirty Dancing.
Okay, I ran across something Dirty Dancing related last night. Someone redid the final dance to the Muppet Show opening theme song.
Oh my God.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Where can I find this?
I'll try and find it and I'll try and send it.
Okay.
It was
yes. That is hysterical. That is so funny. I want to read the.
I am so loving it. So loving it.
That happened with the Scottish Highland series. I was so excited. Pennsylvania Dutch. That's one that I'm referring to. The Pennsylvania Dutch series, which is a B&B series, is by Tamar Myers. So it's a Mennonite inn. The main character is named Magdalena Yoder. She is a Mennonite, and she opens an inn. And then the funniest part, the series is hysterical, but she like has different plans that you can buy to stay in the B&B, and like one of them is the full Amish experience, and basically they pay her and then they do her chores.
I'm sold on this series.
It's really good. It's hilarious.
Oh, there you are, you little son of a gun.
But there's been a couple different times that's happened with her series where like several years are passed and all of a sudden there's a new Pennsylvania Dutch. I thought it ended like 4 times now. It's like Barbra Streisand on a like ending tour.
There's a couple more on the Scavenger Hunt site. Sherry, who wasn't going to be able to be here, read September Morn by Mary Day.
Oh, yeah.
However you say that, or whatever. And Hannah, she didn't get finished with hers, but she was reading Southern Discomfort, a Southern B&B mystery #1. And she said she's 57% into it and believes it's probably going to be 3 to 3.5 stars.
Okay.
And Crazy Ducky read Fudge, something about All You Need Is Fudge by Nancy Coco, and gave it 3 stars.
Oh, yeah. That's one that takes.
She is mostly over Trent.
That is the Nancy Coco is the one that takes place on Mackinac Island. So the main character's family owns a fudge shop and a hotel, and the fudge shop's on the bottom floor of the hotel. And Mackinac Island's very like cozy-esque. It's there's no cars allowed, and it's very, very community feeling and stuff like that. I enjoyed that series a lot. Excuse me. I love the Pennsylvania Dutch series. Can't remember where I left off though, so I'll probably have to start over someday. Yeah, and like I said, it's come back so many times that I feel the same way because there have been so many in between, and I thought it was over, and then I'm like, holy moly, trying to remember what's going on. I'm trying to find the book that I read. I read Bed and Breakfast Murder by Fiona Fleming. or sorry, by Patty Larson. It's the first book in the Fiona Fleming series. I don't know. Oh, I did not rate it 5 stars. That is not true. Let me clear this. It said 5 stars. I was like, oh, that. It was okay.
What was it called again?
Bed and Breakfast Murder by Patty Larson's first book in the Fiona Fleming. It said, I tried not to look down the mouth of hell staring back at me from inside the glaringly pristine outer ceramic shell of the white throne, my throat catching, stomach doing flip-flops, and a rather impressive rollover routine that would have gotten at least a 9.5 even from the Russian judges. Instead, I forced myself to smile and swallow and remind myself the elbow-length yellow rubber gloves grasping the handle of the standard issue plunger were all that stood between me and the poo-ageddon. So basically, she inherits, the main character Fiona inherits a inn or a bed and breakfast from a B&B from her grandmother. It's named Petunia's, and they also have a pug named.
I was gonna say, there's a pug on the cover.
Yeah, and the pug's name is also Petunia, and it's like Petunia the Third. So, like, apparently, Grandma just only liked the name Petunia, and it was okay. I guess maybe 3 stars.
The cover is adorable.
And I thought, yeah, the cover is really cute. It's not as cute as the cover. I mean, it takes place in a place called Reading, Vermont, and I mean, there's some cute parts about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna read the second one. I think part of it too, the writing is just not great.
Well, somebody likes it. There's like 13 of them.
Wow. I'm glad somebody likes it. I'll probably read the second one just to try it, but it wasn't.
It got like a 3.9 rating on Goodreads, so yeah.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes that's why I thought it was interesting about that one series. Like, there's like 3 or 4 different people read it, and the ratings, was like all over the board. So it's like fun.
And then one I just want to tell you about, because I just started, not even realizing it was a B&B. Hold on, let me see the actual name of the series, because I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
That's one thing I realized looking through all the cozies and things that I've read. I didn't have a lot of B&Bs on there.
Same.
So I just started the first book in the Divine Intervention series. It's by Hope Callahan, and I was going to. The first book is called Divine Intervention. I didn't even realize it was it would have fit. Divine Intervention.
She has a lot of books, that lady.
She has a lot of series. You're right. Yeah. So in this one, the first book is called Divine Intervention. It says it's the first book in the Divine Christian Cozy Mystery series. So I didn't even realize what it was going to be. But after relocating to the tiny town of Divine, Kansas, strange and mysterious things began to happen to businesswoman Jo Pepperdine and those around her. Well, that wasn't a very good. Hold on. Let me go to Amazon, because maybe Amazon had a better. It is on what you call it.
KU.
Thank you, KU.
Anita says that she loves Nancy Coco's books. And Greenstick says the Yoder knows. I remember that coming up several times in that Pennsylvania. Yoder knows.
Well, anyways, it's a religious book. I mean, it's religious in the sense that it is Christian based, but they start a halfway house for women. But I think it would have worked like for a B&B. And so far, I am really, really, really loving it. But I'm not very far into it at all. But I just wanted to share it because it would have worked, and it seems like it's going to be great.
Petunia the Third.
Everything. I guess the grandma only liked the name Petunia because she named the thing Petunia. The dog's name is Petunia the Third because,
I had a coworker who had cats, and when one of her cats would pass away, she would get another cat and name the cat Fluffy again. All of
really?
her cats were named Fluffy. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way of not having to remember different names.
Right?
I mean,
No,
I
I
guess.
usually have several dogs. I only have the three right now. One is more an outside inside, but the two inside. But I used to have a lot more, and it would be like Dresden, Whitney, Tinker. What? No, which one is it? The one over there that's into something.
Yeah. Bad dog.
And then they
People
all
do
look
that
at
with their
you.
kids too.
Yeah.
When they have enough kids, people will do that too.
Mm-hmm.
I did an assessment the other day, and the parent was I was doing an assessment for two of the kids, and we went to do the second one, and he told me the name, and then he spelt it, and I heard the kid go, "Dad, that's not how you spell it. It's with an E." And I was like, "Are you kidding right now?" I was like,
That's
"Wow."
funny.
I saw one on Instagram where the parents are like, it's in the morning and the little girl comes in and she's one of a twin. And the caption is, when you can't tell your own kids apart, which one are you? You hear the dad say to them, I'm Haley.
That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Right?
Yeah. That's funny.
So I didn't read, I didn't get to I was going to read the second in that, the Victoria Gilbert series, but I've just been sitting here thinking, did I read anything at all that's B&B? And this is very, very loose, but in the Campers and Criminals Cozies series, where I am now in the series, her adopted mother, has opened that bed and breakfast with the other lady. So
See?
I'm counting it.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yep.
B&B, hotel, and it all works in that.
She's got the campground too. So right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. The Campers and Criminals series is a really fun series, y'all.
Oh, I'm so enjoying it.
I think most people know about it, but it's by Tanya Kappas. The main character is named Mae West, not the Mae West, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was married to a man who was very, very wealthy and owned a ton of stuff. And he was also a white collar criminal. As not too shocking. And he ends up having basically all of his assets liquidated.
Did he do a Ponzi scheme or something like that?
I think that's what it sounded like, or a pyramid scheme or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's been a long time since I did the
some
first
sort
one.
of white collar business.
A lot of people lost money to him. Let's put it that way.
Yes. And the only thing that they got to keep was the campground because it was in her name.
Mm-hmm.
And so she fixes it up, and she's really trying to do some amends and pay back some people because she had nothing to do with what was going on. But it's a lot of fun. There's a group of women that call themselves the laundry ladies. And it makes it feel, to me it's very cozy, even though it's a campground, because every night they have community potluck. And it just feels very community based.
And the events that she does, and whenever they describe her little camper, I'm like, I want to move in there. Yeah. Just want to get my cat, and I want to move in there. I would need a second camper for the bookshelves, but I want her camper.
I agree. At 30, want to do one more 20-minute sprint and then basically wrap up because the company comes in an hour. I got to start getting stuff out and ready, heating up stuff. Let me see. Green Six said the Yoder knows. Oh, somebody read that. Yes. That series is seriously, it's a really fun series. The Tamara Myers, the Pennsylvania Dutch series. Gotcha. Not excuse the cover is definitely a great descriptor. There you go.
So I used to say when I used to go shopping, like for clothes and stuff when I was a teenager, I'd pick it up and go, that's really cute. And then you look at the price tag and go, not that cute.
Yep, I used to
Exactly.
say a
Well,
lot too. Not that cute.
yeah. Yeah. Precisely. Greenstick said, since my cats generally ignore me when I call, their names are kind of optional. Yeah.
It's true. They'll respond to just about anything. Shake
Except
of a
for
tree
their
bag.
name because they don't want to, yeah.
Mhm.
Cajun said, I used to tell one of my cats, I know you heard me, your ear twitched. The cat's ears automatically move toward the sound.
Yep.
That's funny. Select for sure. For sure.
I had a dog, Molly, and I know she could hear me, and I'd be telling her, I said, "You go late," and she'd be standing there, and I said, "I know you can hear me. You're turning your head the other way."
That's
I
hysterical.
don't see you. I don't know you there.
Somebody's at my door. I hope it's my husband.
Or company come early, one of the two.
My ring just went off and said person, but there's no one there anymore. So maybe it's a package being delivered. I guess that could be too. I don't know. Hopefully Kairu will. You got this, buddy. You got this. I'm relying on him, guys.
It must not have been too important. He didn't have to get up. So
I'm relying on you, buddy. He looks prepared, doesn't he?
If someone ever broke in, we'd say Presley would be like, I will show you where the silver is if you open that treat bag.
Yeah. There was there was a show that my dad used to watch called To Catch a Thief on the Discovery Channel. On Discovery or History, but I think it was the Discovery Channel. And it was basically like they would set up security systems in people's homes. But a lot of times people were like, I wouldn't need any. I don't need. It was always people that didn't think they needed like the system and everything. So before the end of the show was them doing all the security in the house and setting it up, they would like basically rob them, but like they would show them how they would do it. And there was a episode where these people had two huge dobies, and they were like, oh, they're trained, they're blah blah blah. And they walk into this house and they have stakes, and they're like, and there they go. They took everything. The dog's just watching them. Like, and the
good stuff is over there.
The owners were just shocked. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's a miracle that people think just because their dogs are like trained or that they are like big and they look scary that they're going to protect.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I worked for people that had two Rottweilers named Brinks and Rolex, or no, sorry, Brinks and Timex. Brinks, like the security system, and I can't remember what the other one's name was. I want to say Timex, but that wasn't right. It was something about a watch because it was a watchdog. So it was something to play on. I think it was maybe Timex. It was something like that. But they were two dobies. They were scary. But I do think it's funny. People automatically think the dog and
oh yeah, the dog's gonna totally protect her.
Our Doberman that we had whenever I was younger was quite the watchdog.
That's what I mean. These dogs were too.
And knew when there was no men on the property, and he wore a path around our trailer because he would patrol the whole time when the men were gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Friendly as can be, nosy as can be. Like he would want to know what you were doing. One time they're like, if you're that nosy, just get up there. And he'd jump up there and he'd be looking around, and they'd just like, well, he was very nosy.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's a good thing. It's a good thing they're adorable. You are right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. They know. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm guessing he's not going to protect me. He is out cold. He's just like, whatever. You're on your own.
There's another trend going around that's something like, if your animal, like your pet was in the wild, would it survive?
Oh God, no.
And they show this one of this cat that's like on a leash outside. If he was an outdoor cat and the cat turns his head and then falls off the wall, just like
My dog's scared of the grass, like won't even go in the grass barely.
Yeah,
Like,
my old boy Bernard or Goran was the same way. If he like we knew he wasn't gonna run away because he would like the paw would just no, that's dirty.
yes.
My Dresden would die of a heart attack because she is so scared of everything. So there'd be a big boom. There she goes.
Well, Kyrie was scared of, you're right. Kyrie was scared of everything. But the thing with him, the grass thing is like with Sarah, like dirt, like he and in Florida we have St. Augustine grass, which is like really thick and really stiff.
Okay.
It's not like
Pokes his
regular.
paws. He don't like it.
Yeah, well, he almost prances. Like he will walk and he lifts his paws like this on purpose. And then when he's really mad because like if the grass is wet, he'll turn and look at you as he does it, like with this utter disdain of like, I can't believe you're making me resort to stepping in this grass. I'm like,
Scooby, who's
go
our
to the
big dog.
bathroom.
Scooby, who's our big dog. You put him outside in the rain, and he goes around the puddles, and he's. It's like you're gonna be out here for a while, buddy. Just get used to the wet. But if it's a puddle, he will go around. He will not put his paws in the puddle.
So high maintenance. So high maintenance.
And he's like part Great Dane, so he's like a huge dog.
Oh, that's
Don't
hilarious.
put my
He is
paws
a
in
big
the
dog.
puddle.
We do have a big dog. All right, so we'll read till 50. Is that okay? Which will be about 20 minutes.
It's fine.
Perfect.
All right, everyone. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
How's everybody's sprint?
Good. I finished Audiobook Thief by Ellen Byron, and I would say through most of the book, it was about a 3 to 3.5. I'm really not a big fan of the main character right at this moment. She's okay, but she's a little wishy-washy. But the last like 20% was like a blast, and so I'll give it 4 stars, I guess.
Nice. I like it.
It's the thing about new series from an author that you really love their other series, and
Yeah.
sometimes it just, I don't know. So
Yeah. I sent Kevin to the store for some tea. That's all we needed. I have gotten everything else. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bags over there, and he's still carrying stuff in. This is gonna go well. This is gonna go.
But did he get the tea?
That's the question.
Yes, he got a jug of Arizona tea. I see it. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I could send my like dad to go do something like that. He'd bring everything back, but like the tea. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
he did get the tea. Oh boy. I finished my book as well. The romance book. It was really good. I gave it like 3.5 stars. The first one was like closer to 5. This one was good. It was just the plot line wasn't my, you know what I mean? So, how was your sprint, Sarah?
I got about 5% more read in the book, or listened to, I should say. It's a long audiobook. It's like 12 hours. So
Ooh, yeah, that is long.
Yeah, I'm like, and you know what? Like, and it doesn't bother me, but I've reading so many cozy mysteries lately to go to like a thriller like this.
Yeah.
How vulgar it is, and not that bothers me, but it's just like the stuff that I'm like not expecting it, almost like,
Yeah.
oh my.
And it's especially like with audiobooks when you go from like a cozy that's like relatively short
Yeah.
to like a thriller or something like that that's like long, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's 12 hours. That's like
I know, right?
double cozy, right?
Like, why does this need to be 12 hours?
Yeah, I do. I lose patience if a book's too long. I just do.
That'll be me next month reading Outlander. How many hours?
Oh, you get so immersed in the story.
I hope so.
You have 2 months to read it, so don't worry.
So you'll do.
It's not as long as the other ones that I've done, so I think I can do it.
Yeah, it's shorter than Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind was what, 45 hours?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I was gonna, it's. Whew. And see, you finished that. Look at that.
When you can read Gone with the Wind, you can read Outlander.
Yeah, that's why I was like, before I read the 2 big books that I did this year, actually, I was like, oh, that one's so long. But now it's like, I've conquered The Count of Monte Cristo and Gone with the Wind. I can do Outlander.
Exactly.
And the thing with Outlander, like I always say to people, like the story itself is amazing, but the audio is the cherry on top. She is just, I just, the perfect, Davina Porter is just, yeah.
I've heard she's like really good, so.
She's done some MC Beaton stories as well. Her voice is just, and the Scottish accent for Jamie that she does, like she goes so seamlessly between Scottish and English, and it's wonderful.
That's good.
Nice. Anita said 23%. That's awesome, Anita. Tina read 14 pages, 89%. Yes. 8%. She just started Proof of Poison. Lots of talk of mode trains. Part of it takes place at a convention. Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting.
I'm assuming you mean model. I said mode, and then I realized you probably meant model after I said it. I can send myself to the store and come back with more than I went for and not what I went for. Yes.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Yes.
I'll give Dad a list. Like he has a list, and I go, "Did you even look at the list?" No, I forgot. He comes home with all this other stuff.
Oh my god! I'm gonna stop looking over there.
Still bringing stuff in?
No, but now he's unloading the stuff he bought, and I mean,
He must be really planning for a big party.
oh boy. Just joining, gonna read The Crown. Oh no, we're wrapping up. The Crown. Has anybody read that?
Mm-mm.
I got this hair that's like either stuck in my glasses or in between. Oh, crazy. Green Stick said started a Corpse in a Teacup by Cassie Page and got to 5%. Liking it so far. Had a few giggles. Hollywood Starlet says Alien Nights for Aliens. Okay. Sounds fun. Teacup, a Corpse in a Teacup. I like the name.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Outlander is so good. There you go.
Yes.
It makes it all worth it. See, there you go.
Well, I know, I don't picture things in my head very much, but I have seen like a couple seasons of the show, so I do know at least I can picture like Jamie Fraser as the guy on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There's a crochet pattern for a blanket called Wrapped in Jamie that is based on Outlander. Hope to make it one day. That's awesome. I'll have to
I
look at
actually
that.
own a knitting pattern book that is based off of patterns from Outlander.
Really?
Yeah, like fingerless
the
mittens that
tartans and
Claire
stuff.
has worn in various episodes and stuff like that.
I'll have to get the crochet book.
Yeah.
Nobody asked me how much I've read during today's sprints. It's private information, best kept to myself.
Which is code for something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The
Sorry,
old
I got sorry, I had something in my throat there. Just
Melmac, what were you doing instead of reading?
Lily said, just search the second book in the Outlander series, 39 hours.
Yeah, Dragonfly and Amber is long.
And then,
Do they just get longer as they go? Because there's a lot
Well,
of
see, if you think about it this way, let's be logical. So let's say it's 40 hours. We have 2 months. That's 20 hours each month. If you listen to it at 2 times speed, that's only 10 hours in a month. That's completely doable.
That's really doable. That is really doable. You are right. You got this, Storm. I
And
just
even
know
if you
it.
listen to it at normal speed, at 20 hours a month, that's only like an hour a day, not even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the accent, I'll probably listen to it at about 1.5, I'm going to guess.
What was I going to say? So before we wrap up, Storm, what do you have coming up on your channel?
I will probably the next thing coming out is going to be my vlog, like I usually try to put out on Sundays. Just the other day, I did a try a chapter romance edition where I tried different ones. I was trying to pick out a romance for June because I wanted a romance. So, and they all sounded really good, and it was horrible.
Gotcha.
Because like I had never read like the back of them really until I did it on that. And I was like,
go figure, right? You're like, oh, this cover looks amazing. Ah, crap. This cover looks good. And then you're down to nothing. Yeah.
Pretty much. And then all of the like the first I didn't even read the first chapter on all of them because sometimes the romance chapters can be quite long. Yeah, but I read enough to know, pretty much, but they all were really good. The first, and it's like, oh man.
Now I want to read all of the things.
Pretty much. So I have the stack over here. I'm like, well, if I need another one, I can always go back.
I'm going to do a mid-year freak out tag.
Yeah, I need to do that one, but I'm waiting until like later in June in
case I have always good people putting it out at the beginning of June. I'm like, dude, it's only been 5 months.
So I was like, I'm gonna wait till the later in June because then maybe I could read something really cool this month.
That's my thing.
I think I'm gonna do it this week. I think I'm gonna film it tomorrow.
Allow it.
I'll allow. And then I think I'm gonna do where I'm at on my SAS list and the challenges that I've made for myself. I think, you know,
She
everything is
just needs to
subject to.
do that so that she can spank her hand for starting all those series.
Oh my gosh, I totally went off the deep end.
It's okay.
You're preaching to the choir here, my dear. Don't worry about it.
Or maybe I'll do my 5 favorite series that I started this year because I've started so many series and I wasn't.
But the thing is can you hold it to just 5? Maybe it's your 10 favorite series that you've started this year.
We will see. You never know what's coming. I don't know at this point.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with my SAS list, though. I mean, I have all this list, and I've looked on there, and it's like I have read how many books this year, and there's like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe. It's like I need to really look at this SAS list.
Yeah. I wish I could say I didn't read because I was doing something intriguing or mysterious or exciting, but I was checking my email, that sort of thing, sidetracked by nonsense. It happens, Melmac.
I was going to ask her if she got sidetracked in Mr. Francie's hot tub.
I mean, you could get lost in the hot tub.
Yep. I feel like I need to get sidetracked by nonsense tattooed on me somewhere because that's literally me in a nutshell.
By nonsense. Across my forehead.
Right. Oh, and Storm, I sent you an email back with a graphic.
Oh, okay, cool.
So maybe we might be announcing something next week.
Yes. That'll be cool.
Wait, what?
As I waggle the eyebrows.
That was the teaser.
This is Storm's baby. I'm just along for the ride.
Ooh. All right. Well, everyone, I hope you have a great Saturday. I know tonight Mr. Francie is doing sprints in his Discord. Or I don't think they're on YouTube. I think they're Discord sprints. Yeah. So make sure you go and check that out. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Storm. It was a lot of fun. And see everybody later. Bye, everybody.
Barbecue or whatever it is.
Yes, we will. I got to go see what Kevin brought home.
Yeah.
I told him I sent you for tea and then 8 bags later.
What's that?
Oh, my God.
For the week.
For the week. Okay. I got to go. Bye, everyone.
Bye.